Hey guys. So, I've been making a lot of health update videos recently. So yeah, today I had a pretty rough day. So, it all started this morning. I got up and I just felt my stomach cramping super bad. Like, usually it'll cramp for a second and then it will just stop. And then I'm like, oh, cool, I'll go about my day. Well, today was not the day for that. So I had really bad abdominal cramping for most of the morning until about 11 o'clock. I started crying because the pain was so bad in my abdomen. My chest has also been really bad acid reflux. My chest has been burning. If anybody has acid reflux or has IBS, this is probably a video that you guys can use as like a reference of how to, cope with it and deal with it, because it's definitely something people need to talk about. Because, yeah, it's embarrassing, but people need to know that this does go on with people, any age, doesn't matter. It can happen to the healthiest people on the world. I'm not saying I was pretty healthy before I had all these issues, actually. Like, I go to way more doctors now in my early 30s than compared to when I was a teenager, which was 0. So, I'm only 31, and yeah, I'm way too young for all these problems. And you guys have seen some of my videos, and you guys have seen, just me in general on video, because honestly, I really don't do video much because I'm just like, I'm not always right in the head, so that's why I don't always make videos like that. So back to what happened today. Sorry, I got off on a rant, but so I was just sitting here and I was watching YouTube and I was like, man, my stomach still feels pretty crampy because I wanted to eat my breakfast. I wanted to have my cinnamon Cheerios. I don't have that every morning, but it's what I wanted this morning when I got up. So I started getting really crampy to the point where I was crying on the floor. It hurt so bad. And to add on to my part of the bad day, too, is my cat. So at the same time, I was having abdominal cramping. Like, so bad, I was crying on the floor. And then my cat knocks my mirror over in my room because I don't have it on the wall anymore with nails. I have it tilted on the wall, so she usually don't mess with the mirror, but she looks at herself in that. And actually, I have a feeling, since she's been so interested in looking at herself, I think she might, of her behavior today, that she thought something bad. Like, she thought she was seeing another cat in the house. And I'm like, are you serious, Lena? Really? So, what do I hear after I hear a big crash? I hear my cat under the bed meowing like I've never heard her before. Like, she sounded like she was gonna attack something. And it was scary. Like, it scared the shit out of me. Like, I heard her meowing like she was in pain, and I was like, oh, I tried to be like, to call her in here. And what do I hear? My cat hissing at me because I'm trying to help her. I don't think she was really hissing at me per se. I think she was hissing at the mirror because she sees herself in there. She thinks it's another cat. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my cat and she does that. But I just thought she would know that, that's me. It's not another cat. But instead today she hisses. So that scared me. And I was going through a lot of abdominal pain, so I started bawling all over the apartment. Yes, I'm a crybaby. Okay. I'm not proud of it, all right, but people have them bad days. So I definitely had one today. So after that, I was trying to get the cat thing under control. I was sitting in my room because I didn't know if she was gonna attack me or not. Like, I was scared of her at that point. And then all of a sudden, she's at the door, and I open the door, I'd say about 5 or 10 minutes later, and she comes running up to me, and she starts rubbing her head on me like nothing happened. So that's why I think it's because she saw herself in the mirror and she was hissing at the mirror. And I'm like, she really does not like other cats. And that is a story for another video, if you guys want me to make that. If you want to hear about Luna asserting her dominance in my household, comment down below and I'll make a video. Because it was an interesting story, and it was, seeing it firsthand was like, wow. Alright, so on with abdominal pain. So my abdominal pain got so bad that I actually ended up calling 911 because I'm here by myself constantly. I don't live with other people, and that's probably going to change soon. At least I hope so. So I didn't know what to do. I could not get myself to get on a bus. I didn't have a ride. So I did what I had to do. And some people may be like, that's so dramatic. Well, you had to be there. So it's not always dramatic, you know. If people think they're in trouble, you know, they got to do something. My abdominal pain was so bad. Like, it was horrible. So I called the ambulance, and I'm just standing there waiting for them to get here. And our apartment doors are locked since about a month ago. So no person can really walk in unless someone lets them in or somebody props the door open because everybody's hating it. And they say it's because of our safety. I agree. That's fine. But I left my apartment, didn't even have my keys, didn't have my purse, didn't have my phone. Oh, I had my phone. That's the only thing I had. And I had shoes on and pajamas on the whole day until about 3 or 4 hours ago when I got dressed. Officially, because I went and laid back down because I was still feeling a little woozy from the hospital. So the ambulance came. I met them in the hall. And, you know, by what I was describing, they said, do you want to go to the hospital? And then in a second, she said, okay, we're going to the hospital. Like, you're going in the ambulance. Like, you're having really bad issues and you do not need by yourself right now. And you need medical attention. I'm like, yeah. So they put me in the ambulance, asked me a bunch of questions, and then eventually we left. They had to prick my finger for diabetes. So they checked my blood sugar. I don't have diabetes, but it was normal. So I don't have diabetes, so that's good. I've never had an issue with that, and I hope I never do. And I feel sorry for anyone who does. My finger still hurts from getting pricked, and that's the first time I've ever been pricked to check for diabetes. So yeah, that was interesting. And so went to the hospital, and they were actually very, very good. Like, they were on top of it. They already had lab people set up. They had a doctor already signed to me. They already had nurses coming in giving me solution and saline and fluids, and I got a couple of medications. So that's why I was feeling a little woozy, because they gave me a medication to stop the abdominal pain, and they may actually end up giving me that regularly through like one of my physicians because it actually worked. So that's good. And then they had me drink this GI cocktail. If anyone knows what that is, it's disgusting. Usually I have to drink that before a colonoscopy, but it was also to help my heartburn, because my heartburn's been super bad. Like, it's been intolerable. That's another thing, along with indigestion. I've been having indigestion so bad and everything else. So it's like all like coming together at the same time here at the hospital, and my blood pressure was up a little bit, but it wasn't too bad. But usually I'm like 111, 110 to 120. Usually, like in the past like year or something. And it was up to about 145, and my pulse was about 90 something. So my body was definitely not feeling good. And I definitely was not feeling good, so yeah. So I was there easily a few hours. But they gave me fluids. They gave me 2 types of medications while I was there. I didn't have to go pick them up or anything. And then they said that, you know, they took some tests. They took blood tests and stuff, and they said that they check all my organs, like my kidneys, my liver, and all that kind of stuff. They usually check for GI problems, and they said that my organs are just fine. My liver's great. My kidneys are good. You know, it's nothing wrong with your organs. It's just, you know, we just wanted to see if it was, you know, your organs were damaged. They also asked me if I've ever gotten abdominal surgery before, and I have. I had a laparoscopic cystectomy. You guys don't know about that. There's a video on that in my videos. That was 2 years ago, about 2 years ago. And, yeah, so I don't think that had anything to do with it, really, but never know. But it didn't damage any of my organs because they just tested them today with blood, so I'm good on that. So they just want me to just take it easy for a little while until I can get to my GI doctor on the 15th. I was lucky and someone canceled their appointment because usually with GI doctors, it takes months to get appointments. It's just a thing. And my doctor's only in there 2 days a week. So that's even worse. So that's why I went to the hospital today, because I was in so much pain. I was like, I can't wait till the 15th. Like, this is just torture. It's excruciating pain in my abdomen. And yeah, so they eventually discharged me after they told me, you know, my organs are fine, you know, and then they even called for a medical ride for me to get home. So that's good. The whole time I was there, I was just like, I didn't get my keys. I didn't even lock my apartment. I was worried about that the whole time. I was like, I didn't even get anything, really. Just myself and my phone and my shoes. And my pajamas. Which I do not like going out in pajamas. But, you know, when you have an emergency like that, it is not a fashion contest. I will tell you that. So, well, that's my little rant today. Hopefully I don't have to keep having health update videos, because, you know, when I upload, some people probably think, oh, this might be a good thing. Unfortunately, today was not a good thing. So anyway, I appreciate you guys clicking on this video if you did, and if you want to hit like and subscribe, and if you feel free, want to comment down below. And yeah, I don't know what I'm going to be posting next. I honestly don't really have a schedule. I just post, you know, whenever. And, you know, if you guys click on this or whatnot, then I really appreciate it. If you don't, it's cool. If you want to share it with other people, you know, about some of the things I talked about health-wise, go right ahead. I do not mind at all. So yeah, I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.